Howdy folks, BoDean 52, hope you are well. It's the 4th of July, and there's no better motorcycle to ride to help celebrate than the Harley Davidson Road King Classic. Been talking to a couple folks lately, and I thought I'd share this with you because I really would like your feedback. And I guess the question is this. Let's go back a minute. I am a very, very proud American. While like any country we have our challenges, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Just, that is that simple. And recently, I have been talking to some friends. Did you think that was a police officer right there as well as I did? Focus, BoDean, focus. I've been talking to some friends that are over in Australia. Now, I think there's about 25 to 30% of you that watch my channel and subscribe regularly, and see me regularly, that are not from the United States, and I appreciate that. Many from our friends from the north in Canada, and Australia. There's everywhere. There's somebody from Russia that follows me. So it's really, really cool. And if you happen to follow my channel, you know I've talked a couple times about Robin the Lady Biker. Robin the Lady Biker is in, if I recall, Perth, Australia now. I think she grew up in Texas, and she is over there for a couple years stint with her husband doing some business stuff, and she's making the most of it. She's out on rides, touring the country, and I think she's getting ready to make a big trip. And you always see videos of her with a bunch of lady riders and just kind of cool stuff. And then there is Paul from the Harley Roadshow, also just one of my favorite channels. He is always riding, always doing stuff on his bike. He's actually building out a Road King, and he's given me some ideas, by the way. And both of those folks are just great people. And Robin has invited myself and Mrs. BoDean over to stay with them, which it would be really cool. So the other day, I sent Paul a message on one of his videos, and we just got chatting back and forth. And he was talking about how they were making a trip in 2025. And I'm going to butcher this. I don't remember what country it is. That's bad. Paul, help me out in the comment section, will you? But he talked about, hey, there's like 3 couples. We'd love to have you guys join us. We'll find a way to get you on a bike. And I'm like, wow, that is freaking cool. I mean, that is, first of all, a cool offer. And I said, you know what? That would be great. I've always wanted to ride in a different country. And I've always really wanted to see Australia. And he basically said, hey, you know, why don't you guys just come here? Stay with us, you know. It's great. I love it. I love watching folks from Australia. You know, the hotels are accommodations, which I think is pretty cool. I'm starting to say accommodations now, which I'm not sure what's going on there, but you can tell the lake is, whoa, look at the party going on. I need to get a boat. But he invited us over as well and just talked about, you know, us going on some riding around Australia. He goes, I'll take you anywhere. Now, if you are follow motorcycle vlogs and the community, you'll know that the $1 Million BoDean is from Australia as well, and just does some amazing stuff. And while I don't know him personally, if you follow him, you kind of feel like I do. You kind of know him, right? He happens to be a friend of Paul's, which is kind of cool, but just, you know, a good, down-to-earth person, and is what he appears, which is what I appreciate about people. What I don't appreciate is this situation right here. But I was thinking, how cool would it be to go to a different country? How cool would it be to go to a different country? Oh, yeah. And I am really seriously thinking about doing that. Now, I know there was recently an event in Ohio, the Ohio Windy Night event. A couple of our friends from the north, Jarvis Biker, as well as Dave, Harley's Diners and Rides, rode down and visited, everybody. We actually had them over to our Airbnb, and just a fantastic time. It's Dave from Harley Diners and Rides, hashtag Saddleback. And if you don't know what that means, I'll link something at the end to kind of clue you in on that. Which are really good people. Took a long ride to be with a bunch of folks. It was just really cool to kind of get to know those guys a little bit. And Canada is so close because I'm in Michigan. It is a different country, and I would like to ride up there. But the thought of going somewhere much further away, just something about that is exciting to me. And people always say, come visit, you can stay. And I mean that from all of you folks that are outside the country. You want to come to the U.S. or if you're in the U.S. and want to come to Michigan, look at that, America. You feel free to give me a call, and you always got a place to stay. Because, there are folks that are as proud of their country as we are of ours. And there's part of me that would just love to see other places and ride other rides and, kind of see other cultures. And that's kind of a little bit of a bucket list thing for me. And I just wondered if you all have ever wanted to do that. And the motorcycles are out today. And if you are, have you, and where have you ridden? And if you haven't, just give me an idea. What would you love to do? If you could pick up your motorcycle, and by the way, you can ship it, but if you want to know how hard it is to ship to another country, just ask Robin the Lady Biker. You're probably going to have to get a bike when you get there. Which that's fine, right? What is going on here, folks? So I'd love to know if you've done that, if you've thought about doing that, but just the excitement of going somewhere else. Now, I got to say, if I go to Australia, it's not going to be $1 million bogan riding because I don't have that in me. But I would love to do it and love to hear what you think. Would you ride in another country? If so, where would it be? Hope you are well. Hope you have a great week next week. Be safe out there. Make sure to check in a friend, and we'll see you on the next one.